because you are a happiness coach and you are an expert in this field. तो मुझे लगता है कि आपके पास एक सीक्रेट कोड होगा आपकी वाइफ को हैप्पी रखने का। तो वो सीक्रेट कोड क्या है? जो लोग सुन रहे हैं शायद उनको उससे बहुत फायदा होगा।
I quit.
Oh, really?
So I always say, a happy wife or a happy boss, they are like God. आपने इतनी बार उनका नाम सुना है पर आपने कभी उनको देखा नहीं है. So
Wow, I love that. Okay. Okay.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Of course, see, I think it's all about once you understand each other as a couple, right? You know what they need or what expectations. Problem husband wife में सबसे ज्यादा क्या होती है? They have a very high expectation from each other,
Yeah.
and usually it's the other way. You think कि तुम्हें समझना चाहिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, rather than कि मैं समझ रहा हूँ तुम्हें. So the day you start having this kind of a adjustment with each other, that it's probably like, okay, let me also put equal effort to understand you, and having minimal expectations from your couple,
Yeah.
you will see that those couples are like probably the happiest
Yeah, but
ones.
there are very few of such couples. एक और चीज मैंने बहुत अच्छी कोट पढ़ी थी, मुझे नहीं पता वो किसकी कोट थी. It's like the secret of happy marriages to marry a person who's already happy. Because उनका वो bottom line वही है, उनका original state वही है. Normally क्या
Exactly.
होता है relationships में, like especially marriages and in man-woman relationship, जो भी girlfriend boyfriend relationship भी होते हैं, they like हम अपने problems लेकर आते हैं, हम बोलते हैं okay these are my problems, now it's your job to solve them, right? Make me happy.
True.
So
Yes.
it's like how can we impose our problems onto somebody who does not even know how to handle them? तो हमारी हैप्पीनेस की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हम दूसरों को दे देते हैं,
Because
जिनको नहीं पता कि वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैसे. तो दिस इज अ वेरी हाई एक्सपेक्टेशन, इन फैक्ट दिस इज अ वेरी अनरीजनेबल एक्सपेक्टेशन दैट ओके यू सॉल्व माय अनहैप्पीनेस प्रॉब्लम.
so I'll say two things, Hina. One, again, the mistake here is having that expectation that it's like, I expect my wife to listen to me, understand that I am in trouble,
Yeah.
and then do this, do that, take care of me, and all that stuff. So that's number one. I think once you know yourself, you even need not have that expectations from your spouse, right?
Yeah.
Second thing, in most of these challenges that the couples are having, the only thing that is missing is that no one is ready to listen. Many times it's all about just listening, right? And from my own experience, I can tell you this, that to my wife, I thought it's like long time back, I made this point that I will never give a suggestion. Usually
Okay.
men feel like giving a suggestion, right? So she'll tell some problem and I'll be, "Arey, tum ye kyun nahi karti, tum wo kyun nahi karti?" But then I understand, nahi. The only thing she wants is someone should listen to me.
Listen, yeah.
So, for example, she has gone somewhere, she'll come back, and then I'll be like, okay, for next 15 minutes, I'm sitting, you speak.
Yeah.
She'll speak her heart, and then she's okay.
Yeah.
मतलब वो problem शायद कोई है नहीं है. And I think the only art that as a husband we need to have is to pose that I'm listening to you, although there's something else going in your mind.
Yeah. So if in case you are not like if you are not actually listening, at least pose that you are listening. Just fake
True.
that.
But I think the school days have taught us that. That's exactly what we used to do in school, right? We were like, okay, I'm very attentive, I'm listening to you, and then you're dreaming about that, okay, I have a cricket match to play in the evening.
Yeah. Right. And I think as we're talking about relationships, and this is also about that people expect to be so much close to each other. तो उनकी अपनी कोई अलग से लाइफ नहीं है. तो जब आपकी अलग से लाइफ नहीं है और आप किसी और की लाइफ को अपनी लाइफ बना लेंगे या आप चाहेंगे कि दूसरा इंसान भी अपनी लाइफ को आपकी लाइफ के साथ कनेक्ट कर दे, तो उसमें एक सफोकेशन हो जाएगा और हैप्पीनेस विल बी लॉस्ट इन दैट.
I think that's exactly how we have been grown up seeing that.
Yeah.
And let me just take a example of few women especially in the Indian culture, because they do a lot of stuff for their in-laws, for their husbands, for their children, and they lose their identity.
Yeah.
I think and rather than blaming anyone else, I would say that even that women has to be blamed because probably that is how she has been coached or trained or she has seen her mother.
Yeah.
The only solution is to have that balance. I'm not saying that now you become very selfish and you say that, okay, I'm going to take care of myself. I'll be going to the kitty parties. I'll be going to, uh, I'm going for parties and I'll be going to mandir and I'll be doing only what I love. I think she needs to understand how this balance has to be created between her personal life, her own life, her professional life, or whatever she is doing. Yes, she needs to have some me time when where I mean she's doing what she loves doing.
Yeah.
Of course, equally she's spending that time that is needed for say the in-laws and spouse and children, and then she has to prioritize that out of them what is most important. Are my friends more important, or my family more important, or my work is more important? And once you have that very clearly in your mind, and probably you set that expectations with your spouse also, I think things, I'm not saying that they are will fixed completely, but at least things will not be that bad as they were earlier.
Okay, yeah,
And,
exactly.
and it's easy said than done. I know it takes time to
Takes a
evolve,
lot
but it
of,
all
yeah.
starts with the self-realization first.
Yes, right.